Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another book review. Recently, I just recently finished Ever After High, Storybook of Legends, and loving Once Upon a Time and Once Upon a Time in Wonderland as much as I do, and fairy tales in general. I decided to take a look at this book, and it was just a little bit too vapid and saccharine for my taste, and a little bit too valley girlish, and I just really didn't like it. But it had a good message of choice, and you don't have to you don't have to allow stories that are already written for you to become your destiny. You have your own free will to do what you wish and make your own destiny. That's basically the whole moral of Ever After High. Spoiler alert, sorry. But you've got Raven and Apple. And you probably know to whom they are related. Of course, Raven is related to the Evil Queen, and Apple is related to Snow White. And you've got Briar Rose, of course she's related to Sleeping Beauty, and you've got Blondie Locks related to Goldilocks. My favorite character, even though I didn't really care for this book that much, I absolutely love Maddie Hatter. I just thought that she was really incredible. And for some odd reason, she just reminded me of tricksters in general, and just the way they are, and how childish they appear, and how much fun they are. And I don't know why, but I really want to draw a picture of Maddie, and I'm going to do that someday. But she's the only character I really enjoyed in this book. She's basically Mad Hatter's daughter, and I just absolutely adore her, and I can relate to her more than the other characters just because she's completely insane in a good way. But she's just so much fun. She's the only character I really enjoyed, and she has a little bit of annoying orange in her when she pesters the the narrator. Hey, narrator, 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 what do you want? And that was actually my favorite chapter in the entire book, just because it was so hilarious. It's just, I don't know, it just, that particular part to me was really funny. I liked a few things in this book actually, because it was just very predictable as far as I thought. I mean, the morals and the values of the book were good, granted. I really don't know what else to say other than if you like stories like this, then give it a shot. I don't really condemn it, but I'm going to sell it as soon as I can because I really didn't care for it. But other than that, it's an entertaining book, and there are good morals and values and all that other happy jazz in it. And of course, I absolutely love Maddie, and I think it's tied into a storyline, because it says here in the very beginning in the leaflet, copyright 2013 by Mattel. Could this be another Monster High-like line? I think it might be, and don't get me wrong, I love Monster High. Monster High is just utterly fantastic. Sorry, had to, but I like a lot of the different characters. I'm collecting the dolls, so I probably should stop because I'm too old for that. But if they ever bring out Maddie as a doll, I might be very tempted to get her. I really like Maddie. I can't say too much about her. I mean, there's nothing that you can't like about her. She's just utterly absolutely bonkers, and that's why I love her. She's just a very charming character, very intuitive, and she's very random, and that's why I enjoy her. And she just lives off of being spontaneous, and yeah, I can definitely relate to that, because when I go to work, I can't be serious for too terribly long, and a lot of people kind of think that I am if they don't know me, but I enjoy having a good, clean, fun time and making people smile and laugh. And I should get paid for that, but I don't. I miss my calling, dagnabbit. But other than that, I can't really say too much else about the book. There were a lot of cultural references. For instance, they have, instead of One Direction, they have One Reflection. And instead of Taylor Swift, is Taylor Quick. And I thought, One Reflection, now that was clever. Taylor Quick, not so much, really. I mean, that really was kind of lacking in innovation, I thought. But I thought, oh yeah, that's, should I laugh? No, I mean, there are a lot of things in the book that I just, I kind of liked it and I kind of didn't. And I mean, it has a good message at the end, don't get me wrong, but I just thought it was too surfer girly, and God forgive me, go ahead and hate me all you want, because I mean, I guess it's just too mainstream. I'm sorry, but I just I didn't care for it. I mean, if you're gonna do something different, do something different, like with Once Upon a Time, or Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, or even Grimm, which I don't watch anymore. I'm actually going to go into why I don't watch Grimm anymore. I used to be a huge fan of Grimm, and I utterly loved it. It was just a new take on the different monsters of the Brothers Grimm, and it was so different from other things that I had seen, and I liked the whole horror angle and the suspense that went into it. And the book that they had, the creature book, was the coolest thing I had ever seen. It was very unique and different. And they had different creatures that had different abilities, and it was just like a role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons. It had that kind of theme to it. But there was one episode, and because of this episode, I got turned off of it forever. I know that they had to do this in order to keep the creature alive. I forget what the name of the creature was, but she was the proverbial goose with the golden egg, and they had to force feed her, and they had to do so she would actually produce the eggs. And I didn't really care for that whole force feeding thing, because it just made, first of all, it made me cringe. Second of all, it made me sick to my stomach, and normally a lot of things don't, but it really disturbed me. And I still can't get it out of my head for some strange reason. And I don't know if that particular monster died or not. But after that episode, I just thought, because I wanted to vomit. But I just stopped watching Grimm after that, because I thought, nah, they went way too over the top, and I can't watch anymore. Despite the fact that I absolutely love the characters, particularly Monroe. Monroe is my favorite. Yeah, he's the werewolf, isn't he? I think. It's been so long since I've watched Grimm, and I'm very reluctant to give it another chance. I'll just stick to Once Upon a Time and Sleepy Hollow and Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, which I just started watching, and I absolutely love it! The main villain is actually played by the Emir on Sinbad. I thought, it's the Emir! And I had a little fangirl moment. I thought, I wonder if Sinbad followers notice this. The Emir is in Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, and he plays Jafar, the evil Vizier. And I thought, he's perfect for this role. It's not too much of a stretch for him. Absolutely splendid casting on their part. Top notch there. That's who I would have chosen. Yeah, when I saw him, my fangirl level went up to 11. I thought, it's the Emir from Sinbad! And I flipped a wig. But I was very happy. I thought, oh good, I can finally, kind of quench my desire for Sinbad a little bit. That would be kind of cool. Wouldn't it be awesome if there was a crossover? That would be so amazing. I wonder what would happen. That would be kind of weird if the Emir met Jafar. What would happen? They would probably team up. That's probably what would occur, and they would go into cahoots. But more than likely, I think that that Jafar would have the upper hand because he's just an evil, sinister, sardonic warlock who will stop at nothing to get his way. And the Red Queen is she's worse. I mean, she is just, oh my goodness, she is awful. She is a despicable human being. I mean, I shouldn't even say human being. She's just twisted. But I love her, and I actually like Jafar a bit more than I like her, just because he's got a sensuality about him that I like. But anyway, that's all I got to say about Ever After High. I give it at least 1 star. I'm not even gonna. I'll give it a 1 thumb because it deserves that. I mean, for the ethics and the morality that's presented in it, yeah. I mean, it's a children's book, and it's for little girls, and I'm a tomboy, and I need something more adventurous. That's that's where the book, A Dangerous Book for Girls, comes in. That's my favorite reference book of all time, even though I know it's written for younger girls. They talk about building balsa rafts in there, and I thought, yeah, heck yes, this is really kick butt. And if I had a bunch of trees and a lot of twine and really strong rope, I would build my own raft, and I would sail that raft down the Mississippi, and no one would ever catch me, and I would be on the run forever, and they'd never find me. But anyway, I'm not sure why I did that, but that's all I have to say about Ever After High, and it's in good condition. I mean, I only read it once, so it's going to go to a good home. And somebody will probably enjoy it more than I have, because it just really wasn't for me.